Foles signed another contract, another year here. First of all, just sum up how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, great. Just delayed retiring another year. I think I had plans to play a bit of rugby, but I think I'll have to put that on hold. So yeah, no, I'm happy. Obviously, it's been a great 3 years so far at the club, and negotiations were quick, and it was an easy decision. And yeah, I'm delighted to stay for another year.
Like that'll take you up to 4 years at Barrow by the time this contract is finished. Could you imagine being here 4 years when you first stepped in the building?
No, obviously the age I came into the club at, I didn't really have aspirations to play to the age I am now. But I've enjoyed every minute. I've generally have fond memories of the last 3 years, and I just want a little bit more, and I feel like I can give that still.
Yeah, I mean, the season that you've just come off the back of, you won 4 Player of the Year awards the other night. It's not just like you're just hanging around, just in there, just delaying retirement. You're actively, being one of the best players in the squad and putting out good performances.
Yeah, I think playing in different positions, I'm quite versatile, but it's more the people that are around the club, the manager trusting me to do it, my teammates pushing me every day. I've still got that drive to play football and to improve, and I was just very grateful for the recognition at the weekend, those awards. But I don't think that would define me as a player in my time at Barrow. I think there's a lot more to it.
Yeah, I mean, you speak a lot about how if you're not in the team, you're pleased for the younger lads to be in the team, driving them forward. But at the same time, when you are in every week and you are performing to the levels you're performing at, that must feel just that bit sweeter.
Yeah, bittersweet, I suppose. I'd love to be in a position where and the lads will say that I am at it every day. I'd like to be in a position where I'm at it every day, and they're keeping me out of the team. How long it will go on for me playing, I don't know. I just want to ride it out. I think that was kind of where I was day one in my career. I wanted to try and see what I could achieve and go on the ride and see what it did for me. And I just want to keep going.
Over 125 games here at Barrow. What are your fondest memories of your time here so far?
Fondest memory, probably Suthers getting. I think we had a Nerf gun at one point, and we were shooting him in the head with a Nerf gun, or Suthers getting bullied in a massive puddle at a training ground. I think they're all the fun things, and I think that's something that Barrow has. This football club, we're different to a lot of clubs. Well, we are unique in a sense that we do things totally different. And I think the spectators and the fan base are different to normal clubs. I think that's the uniqueness that we all buy into when you become a player of this football club, and the environment that we have to come into is fun every day. And if it's bullying others or just having fun every day, I think it produces good performances on the pitch.
I mean, speaking of the fans, how much their affection mean to you? I mean, some of the awards that you won last night, a lot of them were fan voted awards, so the amount of love which you get from the fans it's quite surreal.
I think it's probably something I've carried through my career. I've always had an affinity with the fans. I think it's something that I always try and do, and it's work as hard as I possibly can. And I think the fans kind of get that. It's a working class town, and I think the fans appreciate lads that are going to roll the sleeves up and work hard. So it is nice to be recognised, and hopefully sort of that can rub off on the younger lads within the squad, and they can improve and keep me out of the team.
It's another 12 months here, so you must be thinking ahead into a year's time and things like that. What do you want to achieve in the next year here at Barrow?
Obviously, this league it's shown this year. There's not much between the clubs, so obviously we want to start off next season in a positive way, and we look to be the top end of the table. And if you string results together and performances together, then anything's possible.
It's a weird one because in terms of how do you reflect on the season, because in the grand scheme of things it's not that many points off of what last year was achieved, plus a really good cup run which ended at Chelsea.
Yeah, I think most seasons you got highs and lows, and you learn a lot about yourself and the team. Obviously it was disappointing. We wanted to be at the top end of the season come the end, put ourselves a chance of getting promotion, but it wasn't to be. But as you can see where the table is, we kind of flirted with those positions of relegation, but it was never really an issue for us. And when we've gone up against the stronger teams in the division, we've showed what we're really about. So there's a lot of positives to take from the season.
Yeah, I mean, looking ahead to next season, obviously, like you say, we've finished the season really strongly, competed against some of the best sides in the division. It must excite you to think about what this team could achieve next year.
Yeah, I think it does anyway. You know, regardless, it's a clean slate come start of the season, and we'll have a look in pre-season where we are, what we need to work on, and what we need to improve. But it was one thing for sure: we'll all be ready regardless.
Congratulations. Thank you, Foles.
Cheers. Thanks.